irrelevant AI, except, thank you for the support, except for, excuse me, excerpt from the Woolie AI module. One day, Woolie bought a trash bag full of candy to school. He wanted to eat all the candy himself, but couldn't decide which kind to eat first. He asked Reggie for advice, and Reggie gave him a broadsword. One more tale. Woolie and Reggie accidentally put their hands on the same plate of food and got into a fight over it. The two were covered in gravy and sauce, and no one could tell who had won. At the end of the day, both Reggie and Woolie ate hot sauce. Thank you, AI.
I'm not gonna talk shit because if it evolves,
It
becomes sentient.
You're just feeding it more ammo.
I appreciate you, AI. Don't kill me.
It sounds like our names have been fed into a story generator, and it's telling stories.
It sounds like it.
I don't like the idea of being covered in gravy and sauce. That doesn't sound particularly fun to me. But yeah, keep this up, and soon we're gonna get our own Deep Leffen bot. That's the final state. That's the real scary one, you know, when you get to a point where someone can tweet out bot tweets of you, and people are like, he might have actually said that. Oh, man.
Too close to home.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you do know, though, that, like, there is a reality here where, like, wherever the world goes, right, let's say, and, like from here, fast forwarding hundreds, potentially thousands of years, if, you know, if we make it, the more of you that exists in digital format archived on the internet, the more of you that can be AI simulated and recreated in the future.
Oh shit.
Have you never thought about this? Is this the first time you're considering the possibility that your voice and face are being permanently recorded on human history?
Yes. I like, you know,
and if they ever go to create AI generated people, they'll have hundreds of hours of us
just saying
to
shit.
Use
Yeah.
as a template,
and they'd be like, oh yeah, that does sound like Reggie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Welcome. Consider this, confront it, digest it, and move on. I certainly have. It's a real thing, because average person out there is not putting out hundreds of hours of themselves recorded. Yeah. So, you know, yeah, it's even if you're out there in like little bits and bytes on TikTok now and then or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a couple of seconds of you.
Like I rarely interact with like social media, so there's not much from me, you know, like okay, maybe some Facebook likes, a few random tweets here and there, but I'm not like constantly saying stuff, you know. You don't have like a full picture of how warped and crazy my mind is. But then, like, if you listen to me here, you got all this data, you could emulate me.
You sure can.
I could die and I could be replaced.
Absolutely.
That's so fucking scary.
They already have the the voice generator for like Obama and like a couple of other presidents, where there's enough data of them talking over the years that you could just make them say whatever you want. Hence the Chaos Emeralds, right? Because you just have to feed enough sounds until it goes, okay, you've made every sound I need you to say for the average English language conversation to sound convincing. And then we can just train it over and over and over, you know? Yeah, man. Yeah, embrace that.
What about all these people that are like, you know, those little like posts on Facebook or Twitter? It's like, oh, which ones are you? And it's like 5 types of coffee colors, 5 types of like steak cooking, and 5 type of other things, and then you're like, oh, I'm B4 exclamation mark, and like, okay, oh, when's your birthday? Okay, and then they're hacking all your information.
Doesn't matter. I'll tell you right now, none of that matters. The only thing an AI needs is the sounds you're making into this right now, and then the pixels that are being digitally, that are the light being captured by this camera and recreated into pixel format that creates the shape of your face. That's all it cares about. And then it needs to see you turning from this angle, and then it needs to see you from this angle, and then it'll be able to be like, okay, well,
Okay,
if
we can simulate all the in-betweens.
precisely,
Oh, yeah, this is scary. Yeah.
you know, that's it. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for us faster than it'll happen for others because there's just so much more to go off of, you know. So hello to the future AI digital me. Fuck you, but what can I say? Whatever, you know. But can it copy the soul?
That's why you get the little questionnaires with the steak variations. They build a personality with all the little, like, how do you like your coffee? Dark? With milk? A, B, C, D, or E? Personality. They got all the image, all the sounds, but how can you emulate the soul? We'll ask them dumb questions with dumb email chains and shit.
Well, but why emulate the soul when all we need is your face and voice, and the things you say just need to be the things we want you to say? Because if you're going to put in the effort to create
join the
an
army.
AI generation of some,
Join
exactly,
the army.
Yvonne Niage. Like, that's who, like, if someone's paying the money to make a digital Reggie, they don't care about what kind of steak you are. That's not part of it. What's part of it is, okay, it looks and sounds like him. Cool. Yvonne Niage. You know, that's what it actually comes down to.
Do not use my likeness for propaganda.
You don't consent? Look right into, make sure to look right into the camera.
I do not consent.
And say you don't
my image being broadcasted or used for propaganda, advertising purposes without.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. The AI bot from the future is like, I consent, and the Department of Defense is like, I consent. And it's like, isn't there someone you forgot to ask? And Reggie's like, I don't consent.
And then they play the part of me saying, I consent. Just cutting the bits together. Oh, fuck. I'm so screwed. Okay, well, just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Tell you.
Whoa, man. Okay. What can I do?
Yeah, I mean, you're already rocking default black hairstyle number 1.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm rocking black hairstyle number 2. You're fucked.
I'm done.
You're fucked. It's over. Embrace it.
Over. Yeah.
All right? Have fun. You get one, and then you're out. And then once you're out, you know. Hey, look. You familiar with Diogenes?
Yeah.
He's brilliant, right? Alexander the Great says, if I were not Alexander, I would wish to be Diogenes, right? He comes and sees this fucking naked-ass hobo of a philosopher washing himself in a barrel, but not really washing. He's just kind of sitting there and pissing and shitting himself. And Alexander the Great is like, hey, man, is there anything I can get you? What do you want in this life? And Diogenes is like, could you step out of my sunlight? And Alexander's like, damn. Right?
I wish I was this guy.
And then they're like, yo, Diogenes, what should we do with you when you die? He's like, what the fuck do I care? Throw my body over the gates, feed him to the wolves. Who gives a fuck what happens to my body? What a stupid question. Get the fuck away from me. And then he threw piss at them. Right? Now, you don't have to go that far, but the moral of the story is, you get one. Just enjoy it. You know, and then, you know, it'll come to an end, and then that'll be that, you know, and then the rest will happen, and the robots will do what they do, or they won't, but, yeah, you know, do what you can with what you got. Fighting games.
Right. Right.